Well, no, ain't this some shock news? I know this news is a couple days old, but I still want to talk about it because it's still pretty huge, pretty massive. So, what am I talking about? Well, Sony out of nowhere announced on Thursday this past week that Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox. And as you can see here, right on the store Xbox store page, yep, it's real. It's real. Like if Sony hadn't said it themselves, I thought this would have been like a Photoshop or something like that. But it's true. It's true. Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox Series X and S on August 26th. The release date is interesting, by the way. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, who is Sony actually publishing it themselves? Well, here's the publisher for the game. PlayStation Publishing themselves, the same label that Sony uses when they port their PC versions of their first party games. And Nixies, who's notoriously the PC port studio that Sony acquired a couple years ago, who they've been using for some of their PC ports like Spider-Man 2 and Horizon Forbidden West, because they did those ports of those games. They're the ones porting Helldivers 2 to Xbox. They're the ones making the Xbox version of it. So it's literally a Sony first party game coming to Xbox. Like, that's something I never would have thought would happen. It's insane. I know people say, oh, it's a live service game, it's only one game, but do you really think that Sony's gonna stop at just one game? If Helldivers 2 does well on Xbox, which I know it will, because, like, the dude wrote a shooter, like, that's something the Xbox fan base is known for. That's kind of what Xbox has been known for so long. It's part of their legacy. So, of course, this is gonna do well. Like, no matter what, like, you cannot understand how massive this is. And people are still talking about it to this day because it's a game changer. Yes, I know Xbox has been putting their games on PlayStation. Like, that's a whole big thing that's been going on for a while now. But nobody would have thought that Sony would follow in their footsteps and actually do a game on Xbox. Again, it's live service, so it makes sense because you need that player count. But now the question is, will they put their single player on there? I highly doubt Nixie's is going to stop doing Xbox ports of Sony games with just Helldivers 2. Because they're definitely going to put more live service games on Xbox. It just makes sense for their aspect because you need that player base. Like, the more players you have playing your game, the better when it comes to the life of a live service. But their single player stuff, though, that's where things get really hairy. So, if they do that, oh my god, Twitter would be on fire. Hell, they're on fire when Helldivers 2 was announced. Like, because it's just so insane. I never would have thought this would happen. I don't think anybody would. Because the leaker, I know, he's had a spotty track record, but he was spot on with this one. And Helldivers 2 makes perfect sense. Whereas that would be a game that, yes, that game would fit on Xbox. And why Sony decided to not do that at the get-go, because they like to do, exclusivity. But even they've loosened exclusivity so much over the past couple years. Ever since the start of this current console generation. So, like, the biggest multiplayer game of 2024 is now coming to Xbox, and I'm happy for my Xbox friends, man, because they're gonna love this game. Because what's funny is I got the game at launch. I stopped playing it after a while, but I recently got back into it, and it's fun as ever as it was when I left. It's like I never left because I still remember the controls and everything. But yeah, this game, it's absolutely, I cannot recommend this one enough. Like, seriously. If you like co-op multiplayer shooters, you gotta check this one out. It's a lot of fun, trust me. So, and there's still, and pretty much everything, every cosmetic that's in the game, you can unlock it just by playing the game. And it's not even a full sale AAA release either. So, I mean, it's only $40, which is a bargain compared to games that most AAA games nowadays, they're like, $70, $80. But for $40, yeah, like, this one's like a must buy, really, if you like co-op shooters, like, without a shadow of a doubt. But that's all I gotta say on this video, because this is a really quick one, but just because of the news, man, what a shocker. Truly, what a shocker. Now, perhaps, the floodgates could open, provided that Helldivers 2 does well, which I'm sure it will, like I noted before, but that's all I gotta say on this one. What do you guys think of this shocking news? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, have a good one.